Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing episode 19 of how Civilization and Colonization started. Oh my god, so fast. So, let's begin. First, over here, you have black team. What's this? So they start invading gray team. Oh, gray team is good. So they immediately start pushing in. They aren't going pushing very far beyond this area. They quickly take control most of it. Keeping it very good. But then suddenly, Gray pushes back. As okay, well, why is this here? There's multiple grays with just da 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 da. Anyway, like this, Gray begins to push back. Seizing this territory, although Red jumped in to get something around here. Good thing about land. After all, I've been in previous episodes. Gray team though begins to push back further and actually also where it was losing. But Docking takes this as an advantage to counter events over here, but they are busy on the Black Sea area. However, to see is Caspian, Noodle, or whatever. No 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 no. And once they're taking over that area, they actually jump back into action over here. That's not before they cut off this area of it, though. What area is seized? Eventually, Gray team decides to end it. So let's see what happens in this history. Gray team will now be having just this area, really. It didn't give Black team a full control, but gave it some. Meanwhile, now Red team gets this, now gaining control to that sea in some ways. Yay. Now this team has an issue. Quickly, that team destroys that. Down here, let's see. This team is going to continue exploring further. Now this team has even more land though. Well, the next now goes in his team's line, so it starts a battle. Quickly, this team fights back against ever strong. But eventually realizes it was a mistake, so here's the history. As complimented bonus, Tan team gets some extra land on it. There's a complimentary bonus. Meanwhile, over here, this team is now. Let's wait until I actually get up here and set out to connect. I'm connected in like Empire around there. Instead, this other team, Sky Blue, very light blue, not Sky Blue. Sky Blue so blocks them off right here. And they were literally about to get it. Of course they do. Meanwhile, Pink team is now going to get more of this, as they have now decided to take it. And now over here, Black team's going. Just skip this. Why? Because yes. Over here we have this team. It's got a problem. I want this team, because now this is cut off. So it gets split up between green and random color team. And trade for that. This is starting they come together. Over here, meanwhile, this team is now been pushed out of this. And now, new team is about to lose some area. Say goodbye. Oh, new yellow team incoming. No. Yes. Oh, over here they decided to get this because why haven't they yet? But to get stopped because now there's a new problem. This area has now got them off over here. It's now taking all this area here for themselves. New teammate coming again. New odd yellow team. Something went wrong here. There's now this odd exclave. That goes to yellow team. Over here, this team now expands a little bit. As they try to stretch down there. And have now reached this coast as well. Well, purple team. Where's purple team? We don't have a purple team anymore, so you need to make a new one. There's a new purple team here now. First of all, what's going wrong here? Second of all, purple team includes this area. Rubber major route. But it's nice enough to let them still have that, but then that immediately leaves and becomes extremely dark orange team. Basically black. But it's not. Over here, now we have this here. And now these things are united for some reason. Don't know what happened for that. But then purple team decides to stop that and cause this here. So now they didn't fully unite. Now we got this grouping. Over here, this thing gets a bit more though. That's too far. Over here, gray team now decides to take over this because it's gone pretty much. Now gray team is large. Our red team has now somehow taken over this. Oddly square shaped, but who cares? Then over here, gold team now is going to try to get over here. They're about to get cut off though, but this team was barely isn't able to cut them off. Now gold team does still have a double coastline now. Meanwhile, now this team is going to keep on expanding. For some reason, did that shape, I don't know why you need to expand that awkward of shape. Now there's just this empty area and you need to go for a very narrow road. You just completely avoided this area. Why? No idea. It's just casually doing that. And also that. All this team is going to keep on expanding. Forever and forever. Well, this team is now going to purchase this for some reason. Don't know why. Now this team is also just going to casually get this, so it's at least a bit less awkward, but still why? What's this? Pink team now is actually about to lose this area. Because We are now having to sell this. And also gold team is getting a bit. As you see. This is a interesting map now. Our team now has decided to take this. Now our team is like fully landlocked. That's just some random border shenanigans. And also over here, gold team now has decided to send a ship over here and take over this area. So now they have taken over that. But just before they could get all of it, they go in and take a bit too. Finally. For so long. Back over here, brown team is going to get a bit more here. Why? Who knows? At this point now, this is just awkward here. So now it's just going to go to no one. This is staying. Now over here, very dark, very dark red. Will now take this for some reason, which causes this to be stuck away. So now things split between all these teams. Now we've got some larger teams. A bit of an awkward shape there. Next, now over here, this area is just going to not, because it doesn't want it. Now we're here now. Suddenly, for some reason, they're in here. They're taking over. Why this happened? I don't know at this point. Now have this for some reason. Which also for some reason gives red team this. Don't know why ever. But they need that. And now orange team has this. Now this is just small. And now this team joins it. So yeah. Now over here, this team is now going to try to keep on expanding. The problem is getting too big, so now it's have to split. Oh, I don't want co-pilot. This new random blue-gray team is formed over here. Is Jason now? Yeah. For some reason this random X club exists, so let's just go into this team. That's what I call what happens when you don't care about the laws of physics. Over here, this thing is going to keep on expanding, so wants more land back. And this thing is just going to decide to continue expanding over here. It's not going to expand too far though. It's only going to expand down here. Towards like modern day Indonesia area. I don't know if that part was like Thailand. I don't know. Over here, the line team has now decided to get this. Because why not? Now guys, if you haven't yet, also make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Because we're already at almost 85 subscribers. We can get 100 soon with your help. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Now back to the video. And now we're going this on continuing. That goes too far, so now your team. Another random blue-gray team. Appears there's a gap there. It goes to that and now it's connected. I'm gonna talk into Clark. This thing is now going to decide to get this because it just traded it. Yay. Now over here, meanwhile, purple team is going to just keep on expanding for some reason. And then now it's in gray team's territory. And gray team is not very happy that it's losing land. It's now really just that. What do? They fight back. Now that has already been taken now. For some reason they don't want that. Well, up here, now they own this area. That's the drawing gray team. And now here's our peace treaty here. First purple team will now not be keeping very much that it used to. It will keep some of this nice stuff. Gray team also gets this though. Also now, purple team has decided to grab this, which has not made the gray team very happy. So they decide to fight back too. Which really kind of works. Until this. Then it works again. And now let's see history here. So everything under here is now is not just the purple ones. Is now part of this team. Up here we have some random stuff, so let's just get rid of that. Instead of that, just eat a little thing that sticks out here. Now, lime team also get this. So now purple team is very small. Now as a final thing before we end off the city, let's just say this first wall is now gone for some reason. And also now, this team is now decided to expand further. And this team is also going to expand a little bit further now. Alright, now we have that. It's time for the outro. After this. And this. So now guys, now this is done. I hope you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.